How WWE could have made Survivor Series important. WWE Survivor Series 2017, I'm about to get into that. First, I'd like to ask you to like, comment, share. And if you want to see what my channel is all about, check the link in the description down below. So, WWE Survivor Series, I'm hearing a lot of, man, this isn't important. Man, there's no stakes involved. I'm not interested in this build because who cares? You know, somebody's going to win and then that'll be it, much like it was last year. And I wholeheartedly agree with that assessment. So I came up with a solution. Fortunately, it won't make the TV screen, but it would have made Survivor Series so much more important. So let's get right on into it. First, I'm going to start off with the World Championships. At the moment, we have Brock Lesnar versus Jinder Mahal. I would have broken this match up. Nobody cares about Lesnar versus Mahal. Nobody's really caring about Mahal right now due to booking. So I would have had Jinder Mahal versus AJ Styles. They already have a nice story going there. They've set that up. AJ Styles has been fighting the Singh brothers, or going off against the Singh brothers week after week. I have minor interest in that match, but they've set up a story there and it makes sense. As for Brock Lesnar, you could have chosen anybody, but in my opinion, I would have had Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. Now, there are a whole segment of people out there that think, yeah, that's not believable and all of this. And I have a video for you all, fortunately, where I break down why this would be believable and why this would be a good match if the story was told right. So go ahead and check that out. I'm going to leave a link for that, or I'll leave a card in this video so you can click on either one of those, one way or the other. I'll leave it. Brock Lesnar versus Finn Balor for the Universal Championship. That would have at the least been intriguing and would have definitely gotten people talking. So right there we have stakes in those two championship matches. Moving on, we have The Miz versus Baron Corbin. Now, I would have kept this match the same, actually. I would have kept it the same. Much of what they're saying, I would have put it on TV, though. They have these guys going back and forth on Twitter, and nobody's seeing it outside of the people that get on Twitter. But besides that, in this match for stakes, I would have had the winner choose an opponent of their choosing at either the next SmackDown or the next pay-per-view for each brand. I'm going to go with the next pay-per-view of each brand. The winner would have chosen an opponent of their choosing, and the loser would have gotten put in a triple threat match with opponents of the GM's choosing. Now, the winner I would have in this match would be Baron Corbin, because they've apparently set up a program with Baron Corbin and Sin Cara. I know you could say that, why wouldn't the champion just choose somebody, you know, that's sorry, that's no good? Well, Baron Corbin has incentive to choose Sin Cara in here because he attacked Baron Corbin. Therefore, Baron Corbin would want revenge. So you have stakes on that match right then and there. So that makes that match important. Moving on, we have Alexa Bliss versus Natalya. Now, I wouldn't have changed this match either. I wouldn't have even put stakes on this matchup. What would have happened is, for me, the best possible outcome would have been this. Alexa Bliss and Natalya has a really good match with however much time that they give them. Alexa Bliss gets the win. Alexa Bliss beats Natalya down to finish her off. And then Carmella's music hits. She cashes in. We get a pop from the crowd. We get a really good moment from this match that everyone is happy with, despite there being no stakes on it. And we still have a good moment with a title change taking place between Carmella and Natalya, with Carmella winning the championship. Alright, lastly, well, not lastly, but moving on, the only match that I wouldn't have had stakes on, with nothing else happening after the match, would be Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose versus the Usos. Okay, I'm fine with this being an exhibition match, because if they give it 16 to 17 minutes, it will be the best match of the night, bar none. And if you can tell me that this match is going to be an exhibition match, but it's going to be the best match of the night, I would take that trade-off anytime. So moving on, we have the elimination matches. the 5-on-5 elimination matches with the men and the 5-on-5 elimination matches with the women. Now, I would have had two very unique ideas to make these matches important. With the women, who should I start off with first? I'm going to start off with the men first. The winner of this matchup, in my opinion, the sole survivor, should have gotten #1 contendership for the WWE World title or the Universal Championship at the following pay-per-view for each brand, or for whatever brand wins. So that would have made the match very interesting in itself. I would have it come down to a 2 versus 1, and you have whichever side has 2 people, you have them fight over who gets the pin. You have them lose track of the one person that's left. The one person that's left eliminates one of the 2 people who are remaining, and then therefore you get a 1-on-1 match. Winner gets the #1 contendership and goes down to the end. Everybody's excited with that. Whoever gets the fall, it would be exciting because there are stakes at hand. It makes the match more important. So moving on, lastly, we have the women's match. And for this one, looking at hindsight, I wouldn't have had Asuka debut yet. If I would have known that this was going down, what would have made this match important? If you run these Asuka videos during SmackDown and Raw, you have the GMs talking about how they would love to have Asuka on their brand. You have the women talking about how they want to be the first person to take Asuka out. And therefore, since you can't come up with a resolution there, you settle it in this elimination match. The winner gets Asuka on their brand, and the sole survivor gets to face Asuka in her very first match. So therefore, with those solutions, we have stakes on all matches so far, except for Rollins and Ambrose and the Usos. We don't have stakes there. We don't have stakes on Alexa Bliss and Natalya, but we would have had a phenomenal closing moment with Carmella winning the title. That would give this pay-per-view a whole lot more importance. I would have been very interested to see how everything would have played out, but as it stands now, I'm not really that interested in Survivor Series. There's not enough on it. It's a big exhibition, and we'll see how it all plays out. This would have been my solution to fix it. I think it would have gone out really well. So that's the end for this video. Comment down below. What do you think about my solution for Survivor Series? Do you have any solutions that's better? Did you like it? Did you hate it? If you have anything, comment down below.